Hey Mel, if I look a bit tired, it's because I have a lot to tell you about today, and I considered putting this up on my regular channel, but I didn't know if it would be appropriate, and you'll understand why in a minute. So I want to talk about my day at school, and I took notes, because that's how crazy and long this day was. Now I have 3 periods at school, and they're all back to back, and they're all an hour. So I got to school half an hour before my first class, and I was like, oh, this is great because I have to get a staple for an assignment I turned in, and I got the staple, and that was great. But there's a lot more going on at this point. See, when I left the house, I knew that some point soon, but I didn't know when, I was going to get my period. So I, like a very smart person, packed a tampon. And the reason I packed a tampon was because I was wearing a thong, so wearing a pad was kind of out of the question. So I got to school and I was like, look, I don't feel comfortable, I'm going to put the tampon on. So I went in the bathroom and I put it on. And I don't know if you feel like this too. I actually asked my friend and she feels like this, but when I wear a tampon, I need to pee. And not in any way that makes sense. Like, I'm pretty sure I didn't have sufficient water in my body to go pee how badly I had to go. But it's just like a thing. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. So basically, I was just extremely uncomfortable, and I knew that I didn't have enough pee to actually go, so that's why I wasn't like, let's go pee. So I went to my first period class, and that class ended short. It was only like a half hour, pretty early. And so I was done. I was like, oh, this is horrible. I just feel so uncomfortable. This class was terrible. So I was like, I've got like an extra half hour. Why don't I just go take it off? Because frankly, I don't know if I have my period at this point. Like, when I checked, when I put the tampon on, I didn't have it. So I could probably make it through the day. Let's just take it off. Went to the bathroom, and I drew you a picture for this part. Went to the bathroom, took the tampon off, and there was a little bit of blood on it. So I was like, crap. I wonder if I'm going to get it soon. I should probably put another tampon in. So, of course, I was in the only bathroom that didn't have one of those little dispenser things, because I'd only brought one tampon, and you can't put it back on or anything. So this is me here. Me. Now, I was in the Cornett building, which, if you don't know, is this really complicated building with all these other wings, and I was in the A wing, and the nearest place I could think to find another bathroom was in the B wing. So here's little old me, and I walk over here to the B wing. It's like B wing starts about here, and I just walk in, and I'm looking around confused. And you know when you look around really confused, you don't really see anything at all except what you're looking for. So I walked in just like looking like this, basically. I think I offended a group of indigenous people, possibly a whole tribe. What happened was I walked in, and I'll show you on the map here. As you can see here, the line to the eye, this is indigenous, is a dead end. So there are actually classrooms here, but I didn't draw those in. What happened was I was walking, and I realized there's a lot of people on the sides of the hallway. That's not normal. And basically almost walked into this one lady who was giving a speech to a group of like indigenous people on like a tour. And since I was still in this really fast brain mode, I just like looked at them when it clicked that I had totally disturbed this whole group of like 50 indigenous people. And I just turned and booked it out of there. I said sorry, I'm pretty sure, but I just, it would have done more harm if I was there trying to explain my way out of it. So I just left, and I booked it this away, and I came down here to this bathroom, which was being cleaned, but I wasn't going to take that for an answer. I saw the dispenser in there, so I kind of flagged the lady down. I was like, hi, just want to buy something in there. I don't need to use the toilet or anything. And she was very nice, and she let me go in and buy the 25-cent tampon. So now I've got this thing, and I need to get back to the A wing, hopefully not disturb indigenous again. And I managed to get back there, put it back on, need to pee again, stupid. And I made it in time for my next class. And yeah. So then after I'd worn that thing for not very long, I was just like, this is stupid. You know what? I'm so uncomfortable. I don't want to wear this the rest of the day. What I did was I went to the bathroom and took it out, and I was like, obviously need a remedy, but it didn't have that much blood. Like, the period has not fully started flushing out, so I'm like, okay, it's not really started too much. So what I did, I wrapped a lot of toilet paper around my thong, and I went to my last class like that, just like all wrapped around the thong, and went to my last class like that. Also, I want to show you my notes that aren't here. I'll show it to you at the end because you might like that. But anyways, let me just check my notes here. Alright, so my second class, like, I'm feeling alright. Third class, I'm feeling alright because I haven't got that stupid tampon on. Feel much, much better without it. And I sit down, I got the squeaky chair. The really squeaky chair. Like, if muscles twitch, it squeaks so loud that everyone could hear it. Why? I don't know why. It's just unlucky. So anyways, basically after that, last class went alright. I didn't retain too much of the stout. I retained most of the first class, not too much of the second class, and I can make you a whole other video on why. But at the end of school, I left class and I got to the bus stop, and you know, sometimes the universe just throws you a good ending to a day, because I got to the bus stop, and I usually get that really small bus that passes people up, but the universe was like, you know what, you've had a rough day, I'll give you a big bus, and everyone's gonna make it on the bus today, and I was very, very pleased. So that made everything a lot better. Yeah. I hope your day was better.